Instead, I just stopped going out. Stopped being places where I would be seen so the worries over my wardrobe wouldn't consume me. I retreated to a pair of soccer shorts that fit me like an apology. But I could not see that I had already lost the war. That well before I looked at my clothes like a home that I had been flung from, I stopped caring so it wouldn't hurt. So the echoes of shame would fade away, and I wonder, will there ever be a point where I could look in the mirror and be enough? Is there a number on the scale that will seem confidence to me? Is there a size pant that won't whisper disgust? Will there ever be a ceasefire, or am I fated to live in this never-ending battle? Because I am tired of having so little to wear because so little fits. Of walking around with regret wrapped around my stomach. I want it to be over, so that putting on clothes doesn't feel like a compromise. So I can stop looking at my reflection like a stranger. So I can love myself in every shape and size. I just want it to be over. I just want it to be over. I just want peace. This is called Open Skies. There are so few moments in this life where I have let go. Where I let my heart read transparent like an open sky to shed whatever worry that crawled on my skin and finally feel emancipated from all the needless doubt. When there was distance between me and the people around me, I just stood there, silent, afraid my mouth would be a shipwreck spilling truths that I had been harboring all of these years. Behind every sleepless night and dead-end job, a persistent refrain of failure haunted me. I have been standing outside myself, watching, waiting for the story to arc, for something to bloom forth from this disheveled mess, hiding in the shadow of the man I hoped I would become. It's a scary notion, I admit, to let go of whatever control I think I have over the image I project. To stand center stage and just be. How strange that an open admission can still strip me down to my bones. Can leave me cold and shaking, hanging on to every shallow breath between the moment I share my story and your response. It has taken me far too long to realize that the lies and half-truths that I've been fashioned into armor have only served to keep me prisoner. I've been desperate to break free. I want the courage to shout it, but sometimes I'm afraid to be heard. What if I'm a song with all the wrong melodies, off-key and out of sync? I am no musician, but I have been dying to make music, to turn my life into a symphony, have a chorus full of yes, follow me wherever I go. I have been too scared for too long. I was letting visitors into my life thinking they would break the furniture and muddy the carpets. Only now I realize my house is dusty and silent. There are no more knocks. But today, I am ready to leave the front door open. I am ready to offer a seat at my table, to step into my own skin and wear my life like a tailored suit. Today, I am ready to let go and let my heart read transparent like an open sky. I am here. Yes. I am here. I'm here. sorry for the silence between us. I have a fist full of conversations tucked in my back pocket from all of the times we never spoke. Every missed laugh and unshared smile haunts me. I fear time will come when I am not looking and take you away from me. And all I'll have left are the spiritless words I could not breathe into life. Please do not take this to mean I do not love you. I do. I do love you. But I do not know what makes this so much easier. How the margins transform into a confession booth. How the pen unlocks all the things I've been meaning to say but did not have the strength to pull from my heart. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry if I seemed more like a house guest than a son. I'm sorry if it seemed like I had stopped inviting you into my life, if my doors did not seem open, if my eyes did not welcome you in. I'm sorry. I suppose I truly am my father's son. How you lose yourself in the quiet grip of a hammer, a shovel, a screwdriver. The same way I lose myself in the dull pulse of a cell phone, a keyboard, a mouse. Both of us, trapped in the hollow of our pantomime lives with thousands of stories to share and no way to speak them. I want us to speak them. So I am here, willing to drag every story from the clutches of my throat. I will silence myself. Push aside the keyboard. If you lay down your shovel, loosen your grip from the hammer. Let us laugh. Let us talk. Let us try. Thank you. Conversations as if they were the proud paycheck a man brings home to his family. My father, whenever asked about his time in the service, always fielded questions on the tips of his toes. Never could he find the footing to stand tall atop the stories he keeps guarded behind years of hard-earned smiles. Son, he would tell me, war is no place to find pride. There was nothing honorable in what we saw. Drafted at age 19, my father was cast into the jungles of Vietnam by a government who threw bodies upon bodies out of fear. They did not choose to understand. For control, they would not trust in the hands of others. Funny how that has not changed. And the very man who wept bitter the first and only time he spanked a rowdy 4-year-old me is the same man who spent far too many nights away from home, trapped between a trigger and indiscriminate bullets hungry for flesh. He would tell me of the hollow screams, how they followed him even in his sleep. There is no escape from war. And upon his return, embraced in the four walls of his mother's voice and in the comfort of his brother's hands, the flashbacks would still come calling. Like sirens, they beckoned him to wash along their shores. He could not so easily silence their song. The loud whip of explosions, the excruciating cries of soldiers, parents, children. For so long, He was afraid to dream for fear the nightmares would swallow him whole and he would never return. War is no place to find pride. There was nothing honorable in what we saw. Years later, after the memories seemed like stories from someone else's life, my father, a goofy man with an infectious laugh and a knack for carrying conversations, finally found peace. But I know, like he knows, so many are still searching.